Përshëndetje të gjithëve nga YouTube. Unë jam Elsoni dhe kjo është një mësim fare se gjuhës shqipe. So this is the free monthly Albanian lesson. Unfortunately, last time we had to cancel because there were only 2 students who joined, and the lesson would have been very short. That they're normally 1 hour lessons. This lesson will also be different because there is no longer Skype, so I cannot have any more lessons there. And the only way for me at the moment is to do them through YouTube. The only thing is that no one can join. You can only watch it from as an audience from outside of YouTube. But there is a chat option that you can, let me write something here, maybe it will show up there, somewhere there, that you can ask any questions live. I will be checking it continuously, regulisht. And if you'll have any questions, just type them there, anything, and I will answer. That is one. The other thing is that I don't know when the next free lesson will be. I'm hoping about August, but I don't know yet. I will let you know on my social media. Let me screen share a second. Where is it? Here. So this is my Instagram. So anything about the future free lessons, I will be publish them here. So you can check the stories or the posts. That's one. The other thing is on my Facebook. I have a Facebook group called Albanian Online as well, a Facebook page under the same name, and on the YouTube channel. In order not to miss any of the future lessons, you can subscribe or here on my YouTube as well. Okay? I've been offering these free group lessons since 2014. They have been pretty much once a month. Yes, and I continue to do so. For several reasons, because there are not many resources there to learn Albanian language, and because I enjoy it as well. And I hope you are enjoying it too. So that was the introduction part. If you want, you can introduce yourself in the chat below in the comment section, and I will be reading them out loud. Last time we learned about verbs with prefixes. Today we learn some more. I've tried to keep the most used verbs with prefixes because there are hundreds of them, thousands. So I decided to keep like the most important ones, those that you should know. This is the 27th lesson we are doing about verbs. We have started from the very, very beginning. If you want, everything is, all the lessons I've done before, they've been recorded and are already on my YouTube channel somewhere. So this is the 27th lesson. We'll learn about the morphology of verbs. Morphology is the way verbs are built. Right? How the construction is. Verbs with a prefix. A prefix is something. It could be a letter, could be a preposition that you added in front of the verbs. That's why it's called prefix. And last time we learned some prefixes. Today we'll learn these here: ch, zh, and sh. Sometimes, or many of them, will take a shper as well. So we'll learn some important expressions, and we'll also do live an exercise together. Okay? As I said, if you'll have any questions, just let me know. I accept donations via PayPal. At the very bottom of the slide, as I said, I've been offering these lessons for free for over 11 years. And I would appreciate if you could show your support as well. Here, let's go to the second slide. So what is a verb? We've talked about this 27 times. In Albanian, there are, depending on what textbook you're using to learn Albanian, there are different classifications, different categories. When I learned Albanian at school, we had 3 types of verbs. In some textbooks, it says there are 4, 5, etc. I like to categorize them this way, like you see them here, based on their usage, how often we use them, and based on their regularity. You know what I mean. Verbs that end in J are the most common verbs, the most regular ones. Verbs that end in EM, reflexive verbs, are the second most common. Verbs with the other way around, the verbs with a consonant, verbs with a vowel, there are not many, about 15 of them, and irregular verbs. Morphology of verbs, so that branch of linguistics that deals with formation of the word is called morphology. For example, in English there are as well, like, I cannot think of one now, but punoi, to work. Per punoi, if you add something in front, then it is, to forget, to get something, to forget, right? Forgive, give, etc. Per punoi, bash punoi, a compound verb, 2 words together with a prefix and a simple verb. Okay? So today we're going to look at those prefixes. Verbs with a prefix, the most common prefixes are these here. And last time we talked about them. Some other ones that we learned today are these here, je, ch, and spur. You can check out the previous lesson. It's very highly related to this lesson as well. We will start the lesson with an exercise which has to do with the previous lesson. So first of all, check. You can pause the video if you're watching from YouTube. You can pause the video, watch the previous video we had, the previous class, and then try to do this exercise first by yourself. And then you can check out the solutions. We'll do them together now. Okay? There might be new words depending on your level. So what we'll do here, we'll choose the correct verb. The base verb is the same for all of them, but the prefix will change. And if the prefix changes, the meaning of the verb, the whole sentence will change as well. Okay, so first let's check out the options. We have there perskruante with the prefix per. So the basic verb is skruai, to write. Perskruai, that's to describe. Skruai, just to write, and non-skruai, to sign, non-skruai. So njarie, that's the event, the happening, the thing that happened. Me holsi, in details. Philoi, he started. So which one do you think is the correct one? Philoi the perskruante, skruante, or non-skruante me holsi njarien? So the correct one is the perskruante. He started to describe the event in details. Okay, I'll put it in green color. There you go. The perskruante. To sign it, it makes no sense. To write it, unless you are writing it down. I would say that one is also correct. It makes sense. Phileto skruante and Jarian. Yes, he started to write the event in details. That's also fine. Okay, so let's go to the second one. The verbs yetuar. That's the verb yetoi, to live. Vivir, leben, bietoi, to survive with the prefix bi, and perietoi, perietuar, with the prefix per, it means to experience. Okay, so dichkatatil, such a thing, such a thing. The text might be too small for you. Let me just zoom it a bit. It's too small for me as well. Just a second here. It's better. Dichkatatil, such a thing. Nuk e kishte asnjëherë më parë, never before. So nuk e kishte jetuar, he didn't live it. He didn't survive. Nuk e kishte mbietuar. Nuk e kishte përjetuar. Which one do you think is the right one? So we'll go with përjetuar. He had never experienced it before. Okay, we'll go with this one. So there, the verb was skruai. Depending on the prefix, you get different meanings. Here, the verb is jetoi. Let's go to the third one. Kishin, something, something, nie studim që do të zgjaste për vite me radhë. So për vite me radhë, for years and years, for many years, për vite me radhë. Zgjas is the verb to last. Again, this is an exercise which has to do with the previous lesson. Okay, we haven't really started with the new lesson yet. Mar, to take. Ndërmar, rimar. Rimar, to retake, regain, retake something. Ndërmar, to undertake something, to go through something, to undertake. I'm not sure whether the English translation is correct. Ndërmar. Übernehmen in German. Übernehmen. So kishin, something nie studim që do të zgjaste për vite me radhë. Let me just check Google. I think it's overtake. Undertake. Ndërmar. Albanian English. Enterprise? No. Undertake. Yes, initiate, undertake. So kishin ndërmar nie studim që do të zgjaste për vite me radhë. So ndërmar is the correct one. Another way to say this is mar për sipër, which is more used. The meaning is the same, to undertake. If you have any questions, the chat option is open on YouTube here somewhere. Yeah. So they had undertaken a study which would last for many, many years. Gjyqtar is something, something. So the verb is shkoj, to go. And there it was mar. Shkoj, to go. If you put the prefix per shkoj means to do the perimeter of something. For example, per shkoj rrugën, to walk that street. Per shkoj ishullin, to walk around the island. So to do the perimeter of something. Per shkoj. Shkoj means to go, and ndëshkoj Të shkoj to punish. To punish. Të shkoj. P-A-P-U-N-I-S-H. Punish. So, gjyqtari, the judge, e të shkoj me heqëlirie. Heqëlirie is removal of freedom. I have no idea in English. So he's basically in prison. Heqëlirie, removal of freedom. Okay, të shkoj is the correct answer. Punished. We have 3 more, maybe? Yeah. Uj, bëhet is the verb. So bëhem, to become. Bëhet, përbëhet, or ribëhet. So përbëhet means to consist of. Ribëhet to become again. To re-become, to become again. So uj is something nga dy lëndë kimike, from 2 chemical things, oxygen and hydrogen. So uj përbëhet. Uj, water, consists of or is made of përbëhet. Let's check out the 6th one. Something. Kaloj is a verb, to pass. The first meaning of kaloj is to pass. Now, depending on the prefix, you get different meanings. Kaloj, para kaloj, to pass in front. That means to overtake another car. Yeah, para kaloj me makinë. Te kaloj, in case there are advertisements. Te kaloj, skip, to skip. Te kaloj. Yeah. Okay. So, një kamion në tunel duke shkelur rregullat e qarkullimit. So, first of all, rregullat e qarkullimit are the driving rules. Traffic rules, driving rules. Duke shkelur, shkel means to abuse. To abuse, to break the law, or to break the rules. Shkel. Oh, the first meaning of shkel is to step. Step on something. Shkel. Okay. So, një kamion në tunel duke shkelur rregullat e qarkullimit. The correct one is para kaloj. So, he overtook a truck in the tunnel, and then this way he abused the rules of driving. Okay. Again, there are many new words. Pay attention to the verbs and prefix. The last one is I think is the last one. Yeah. Kthej is a verb. Kthej, to turn. Kthej, turn. So kthyer, that's the tense, conjugated. Përkthyer, translated. Rikthyer, returned. So, në gjuhën shqipe janë something kryeveprat e letërsisë botërore. So, kryevepra means like the best literature work, like a work of an author, of a painter, of a writer. That's a vepr. So, kryevepra is like, I don't know, bestseller, or the best book someone wrote, or the best painting. That's a kryevepr. So, në gjuhën shqipe janë përkthyer, have been translated. Not janë kthyer, not janë rikthyer. Okay, so this was an exercise related with the previous lesson. I hope you understood it. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment in the chat section below. Mirë, let's go now to the new lesson. We are going to talk about the prefix ch. I'm from Lach. I cannot pronounce that letter, but I say ch. And none from the north of Albania, from the Greek-speaking places, cities, we cannot pronounce that letter. I admit it. Charmatos. So armatos means to arm up, and charmatos, to disarm. So what could be disarmed? Charmatos ushtarët, the soldiers. Charmatos kundërshtarin, the enemy. Charmatos. So montoi means to put something together. For example, the bookshelf, right? It came in pieces. And montoi, you put it together. Çmontoi is the opposite, to dismantle, I think in English, to break it to pieces again, in small pieces. The perfect example is with the Legos. Montoi, so you make a big piece, and çmontoi, with Legos would be the perfect example. Yeah, çmontoi raftin. I think it's dismantle in English. Let me check. If we have any native speakers watching live, please help. Let me see. Çmontoi. Ç-M-O-N-T-O-Y. Dismount, not dismantle. Dismantle as well. Dissemble. I've heard that. Çmontoi raftin, çmontoi frigoriferin, when the fridge comes in pieces, I guess. Çmontoi telefonin, yes, you open the screen and everything to check. Çliroj, to set something free. This is one of those verbs that, so normally, if you put the prefix ch, you most of the time you have the opposite of the verb. So armatos, to arm them, to give them guns, and charmatos is to disarm. The same with montoich, montoi, but not with chliroi. Chliroi is a verb that with or without that prefix, the meaning stays the same. So to set free, chliroi chitetin, you set the city free, chliroi populin, the population, the people, dita chlirimit, liberation day. Chlodem, it's a reflexive verb. So it's also the opposite. If you drop the ch, you get the opposite verb. Chlodem, to relax, pushoi. It can also be an active verb. So without the M. Chlod combat. Let's say you have been walking a lot and you sit down for a bit to rest your legs. Chlod combat. Chlod doran, you've been writing a lot. And then with reflexive, chlodem. Chlodem buz detit, you rest by the seashore. Chlodem na plage, you rest at the beach. Yeah, you rest. Yeah. So I have Instagram page. Everything about the future lessons will be posted there, so you can check it out. This lesson is recorded live. There's a chat option available. If you have any questions, you can let me know. And I'm not sure about the next free lesson yet, but I'll let you know. I have a date. The thing is that many of you, or many of the learners, subscribers, etc., from experience during this month are on vacation and there are not much interaction anyway. Mir, chlodem, we said it. Chlodem na plage, to rest. Chmalem, very important verb. I don't think any other languages have it. Chmalem is to meet up with someone after you have missed them for a long time, right? Let's say your friend was somewhere abroad for, I don't know, 5 years, you haven't seen them, and finally you meet them, right? And then the interaction between you two, that's chmalem. So chmalem meshochen and gusht. You tell me the translation. That's what it means. Chmalem me prindrit. You have lived abroad. Finally, you meet your parents. Chmalem. The interaction, you hug, kiss, whatever. And the past simple is uchmalem ineritietren. We that thing with each other. Chmalem. Let's go to chnjuros. 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 So the opposite is chnjuros. Chnjuros. Chnjuros is to discolor, to remove the color from something. Chnjuros. So chnjuros flokot. In case you want to go blonde, first you go all white, I guess, bleach, something in English, and then you put the color on top. So chnjuros. Chnjuros robat. Let's say the color is too bright or something. Chnjuros, you try to remove it. Yeah. Chnierzoy. It's not used as a verb, it's used as an adjective as well, a lot. Chnierzor. That means what's the English word? Inhuman? What's the English word? Let me see. Chnierzor. Chnierzor. Inhuman. Inhuman. Yeah. So, në mënyrë chnjerzore, in an inhuman way. Sjellje chnjerzore, inhuman behavior. So, crazy behavior. Yeah? These are the most used expressions with chnjerzor. There are some people watching from YouTube. Thank you very much. Falimderit. Chorientoi, to disorient, to disorder, to chorientoi mendjen. So, më chorientove, you are bringing me. You are making me lose my mind. Chorientoi. Durcheinande in German. Chorientoi populin. Chorientoi të tjerët. Chorientoi. Yeah, orientoi is the opposite. Orientoi. To give them a direction. Chorientoi, to disdirect them. Çregjistrohem. So registrohem në shkollë. Çregjistrohem nga shkolla means the opposite of to sign up. To no longer be registered somewhere. Let's say you are moving to another city, you have to çregjistrohem nga shkolla, you have to çregjistrohem nga bashkia, from the municipality, etc. Çregjistrohem, to no longer be signed up somewhere, registered somewhere. Çregjistrohem nga kursi gjuhës shqipe. Let's say you've been taking lessons of Albanian language for some time and then you stop. Çregjistrohem. Çregjistrohem nga lista, from the list. Yeah. Çrregulloj, to disorder. Çrregulloj ekonomin, with an N. Yeah, so çrregulloj frymarrjen, for the breath to be unregelmäßig, to be not normal. Çreguloj. So what can çreguloj frymarrjen? It could be, I don't know, polluted air. It could be a medicine, right? Shumë medikamente çrregullojnë frymarrjen. Many types of medicine, pills, etc. They dysregulate. I think it's a good translation. Dysregulate your breathing, not breath, breathing. Çrregulloj rrajt e zemrës. Many types of medicine they can çrregulloj rrajt e zemrës. They can disorder. They can affect for bad your heartbeat. Çrrënjos. Çrrënjos means to. It literally means to pull the plant with the root. Çrrënjos, but hardly or very rarely it's used in its first meaning. So the last sentence, it is in the first meaning. Era I çrrënjosi plepat. The wind, removed the plants. Plepa is a type of tree. It's like not a pine tree. It's not an oak tree. Something else. It's in the family of oak trees. So the wind removed the trees with the roots. So this derooted them or something. Let me see Google. Çrrënjos. Uproot. Eradicate. That's a good one. Eradicate. So çrrënjos zakonet e këqija, to eradicate bad habits. Çrrënjos bestytnit, to eradicate. What's a bestytnit? Eradicate beliefs that are not true. Superstitions. Çrrënjos bestytnit. Okay, that's enough with ch. Let's go to zh. So zhbëj to undo. So again, if you remove the zh in front, you get the opposite of the verb. Bëj to do, zhbëj to undo. Zhbëj. So zhbëje, undo it. Zhbiroj. Zhbiroj means to drill a hole in the wall. Yeah, zhbiroj tavanin, for example, the roof. Yeah, the ceiling. Yeah, the ceiling. Zhbiroj. So you can put the light or something. Zhblokoj rrugën. Let's say you are stuck in traffic. Rruga është e bllokuar. Rruga zhblokkohet. So it is, again, now it's open, it's free. Zhblokoj rrugën. Zhblokoj zorët. Zorët is the intestine in the belly, intestines. Sometimes it could happen that they get stuffed, blocked, whatever. So zhblokoj rrugën. Zorët. Zhblokoj zorët. You take special medicine in order for your zor to be open again. Zhblokoj zorët. Zhburgos. Zhburgos, the opposite is burgos. Nxjerr nga burgu, to get someone out of prison. To bail, I think in English, to bail. So nxjerr nga burgu. Zhdëmtoj. Zhdëmtoj, paguaj dikë për dëmin që kam bërë. To pay someone because you caused them damage. That's zhdëmtoj. Zhdëmtoj sipas rregullave. So you pay them back according to the rules. Zhdëmtoj. Okay? Zhdëmtoj, just because you did a damage, you pay the money. Zhdëmtoj. Zhdredh. Zhdredh is what's to twist. To twist. Zhdredh. Zhdredh cigaren. You twist the cigarette, so you smoke it. Zhdredh gërshetin. Gërshet is the braid. Zhdredh is to open it up again. Zhdredh. Zhdredh litarin, the rope. So dredh is the opposite. Dredh, you make a rope. Dredh. And zhdredh is to untie, I guess, to untie the rope. You'd say in English, zhdredh. Zhdukem, to disappear. And dukem, to appear. So zhdukem nga faqja e dhejut, a very typical Albanian expression. U zhduk nga faqja e dhejut, he disappeared from the surface of the earth. That means, yeah, he disappeared. No one knows where they are. Nga u zhduke, where did you go? Where did you go? Like that. Nga u zhduke. Yeah. Thank you for watching from YouTube. I really appreciate it. I can see you here. You are 4 of you. And thank you for watching. I would appreciate it if you can subscribe in order not to miss any of the other lessons. Thank you for the heart. Let me go back. Okay. So zhgënjej, the opposite is gënjej. Gënjej, to lie someone. Zhgënjej, to disappoint. The meaning changes. Zhgënjej. I zhgënjeu të gjithë. He disappointed everyone. Zhgënjej. Zhgropos. So the opposite is gropos. Gropos means to bury. To bury. Zhgropos, to unbury. To get it out of the soil. Zgropos. To dig. No, it's not to dig. It's the opposite of to dig, to undig, to disdig. One of those. Zgropos thesarin. You dig on the ground again to get the treasure out. Zgropos thesarin. Zvendosem, to move. Zvendosem një qytet tjetër, to move to another city. Zvendosem nga majta, to move to the left side. Zvendosem nga djathta, etc. So zvendosem. Zvishem. So it could be as active verb, zvesh, to undress, to get naked, zvesh. Uzvesh e ushtri. He got or she got, yeah, naked, whatever, and she or he laid down. So uzvesh the ushtri. It could also be reflexive, vishem, zvishem, to get dressed, to get undressed. Yeah. Zvidos. Zvidos, to. So vidos is the other one. Vidos means to screw the screw. Is it to screw in English? I don't know. To screw the screw. I think the video is gonna get banned. To screw the screw on the wall. That's vidos. And zvidos, to unscrew it, to bring it back. Let me show you a picture. Oh my gosh. Unscrew a screw. Let me see first what it shows up, and then I'll show you. Okay, yeah, it's safe to watch. Unscrew. Okay, this one here. So with a j in front, it's to undo that, to get it out again from the wood. Okay? Here, let's go back. Zvlersoi, very important. Zvlersoi. So vlersoi, to appreciate, to value. Zvlersoi, to not value, to underappreciate, to, yeah. Zvendos monedan. Sorry, zvlersoi monedan. That means when a currency is losing the value. That's zvlersoi. So in Albania, for example, euro and invalidate. Euro and dollar is po zvlersoi. It is very much devaluating, depreciate, discrediting. Yeah, one of those. Zvlersoi mendimin e të tjerëve, others people opinion, e zvlersoi. So you don't consider it, you don't appreciate it, you don't value it. Zvlersoi. We are done with j. Let's go to the next one. The next one is in 2 slides. One is only with sh, and the other one is only with spur. So let me zoom out a bit. The first one is shpërbëj, to dissolve. Shpërbëj organizaten. An organization can be dissolved, broken to pieces, not literally. Yeah, dissolved. It's no longer in one piece. Shpërbëj sistemi, the system. Kompanin, organizaten, the organization, the company. Yes, mund të shpërbëhet. Shpërbëj. Shpërblej. So blej is the verb. Shpërblej punonjësin. Shpërblej, to give someone a bonus because they did. So from companies is used a lot. Do ta shpërblej. I will pay it back in English. Do ta shpërblej. I will reward you, or I will pay it back. Do ta shpërblej. Ndaj, to separate. Shpërndaj, to spread. Shpërndaj ushqimin, to give others food, to spread it, to deliver, to distribute. Shpërndaj informacionin, the information. Ta shpërndash. Mirë, shpërdredh. Shpërdredh is the same, like, where was it? Zhdredh, this one here. So shpërdredh lietarin. For the braid is used, for the rope, for verore, those that we wear on summer's day, we use that, shpërdredh. Shpërdredh lietarin, flokët, the hair, you tied them in a braid. Shpërdredh, you let it loose again. Dor is hand. Shpërdor, to misuse, to abuse. Shpërdor pushtetin. Shpërdor besimin, so to lose faith, to not mistreat, to mistrust, I think in English, shpërdor. To abuse on someone's trust or something like that. Shpërdor besimin. Shpërfil regulat. Pay attention, to ignore. Këshillat, or to not pay attention to advice. Fytyroj, shpërfytyroj, to shpërfytyroj, so përfytyroj, to imagine. Shpërfytyroj, to this, what's in English? Shpërfytyroj. Transfigure, to transfigure. Transfigure the reality. That means you're not saying the reality as it is, you are transfiguring, you are changing it. my gosh, English. Shpërfytyroj. Shpërfytyroj realitetin, shpërfytyroj të vërtetën, the truth. Shpërhap is the same like shpërndaj. Shpërhap thashethemet. Thashethem means gossip. Shpërhap, to spread the gossip. Shpërhap smundjen, to spread the disease. Shpërhap. Shpërlaj, so laj means to wash. Shpërlaj means to remove the washing soap from dishes, from clothes. So shpërlaj enët, shpërlaj rrobat. Right? You can, so not lie to wash it. Shpërlaj means you give it a final wash. Shpërlaj. Shpërlaj enët, shpërlaj plagen means to, so in German, spülen, die Wunde spülen. In English, to flush, I think, yes, to flush the wound, la herida. Shpërngulem is the same like zhvendosem, here, to move. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know. I know during the class you asked many questions, but you can leave a comment in the section below. Shpërngulem, to move. Shpërngulem nga familja, to move out of the family. Shpërngulem nga ky qytet, to move out from this city. Shpërngulem. Okay, one more. Shpërqëndrohem, very used. Shpërqëndrohem, the opposite is qëndrohem, not very used. Shpërqëndrohem means to lose the focus, to not be concentrated. Shpërqëndrohem gjatë mësimit, during the lesson. Shpërqëndrohem në punë, yeah, to lose the attention, to not pay attention. Yeah, shpërqëndrohem. Unë shpërqëndrohem kur ka shumë zhurma. I lose my attention when it's very loud. Yeah. And now the last one is the prefix sh. Many verbs here as well. Let me zoom it out a bit. So shpaketoj. So the opposite is paketoj, to pack. Shpaketoj, to unpack. What can you shpaketoj? Shpaketoj valigje, shpaketoj çantën. Shpaketoj rrobat, the clothes. Shpaketoj. Shpalos, palos is the opposite. Palos, to fold. Shpalos, unfold. Shpalos flamurin, the flag. You fold it, you unfold it. Shpalos. Mendimet, shpalos mendimet. It's metaphorically used to unfold your opinions. That means, yeah, to lay them down one by one to tell your opinions. Shpalos mendimet. Shpalos rrobat, the clothes. Shpalos. Shpyllzoj. So it comes from the word pyll. What's in English? Shpyllzoj. Deforest. So pyllzoj, to plant a forest, and shpyllzoj means to cut the trees and everything. So there's a big problem nowadays. Shpyllzimi, deforestation. Shpyllzoj zonen, to deforest the area. Shpyllzoj kodrën, the hill. Malin, the mountain. Shpyllzoj. Shqetësoj, to calm. Shqetësoj, to disturb, to bother, to bully. Shqetësoj. Shqetësoj shokun, shqetësoj prindrit. To make them worry, to disturb. It depends on the context. It could be any of them. Shter. Shter is for water. When you boil the water, shter is that you boil it so much that there is no water left anymore in the pan. Let me see. Shter. Shter. Exhaust, no? For the water, to drain the water, but only when you boil it. Shter. Or when it's extremely hot outside. So for example, shter burimi, the water source, shter. It dried out. It's a good translation, I think. Dried out. Okay? Shter. Shteri uj. Ka shterur. Shter. Drain. Is it drain? But drain is something else, not drain. This is only during to heat. Only because of heat. When it's very hot, shter. Shter uj. Shter. It does say here drain. I don't know. Drain is kuloj. It's draining. Po kulon. It's another verb. Mirë. Sur. So sur. It's very used. Also literally. Sur trikon. So sur is to unknit. You knit something. You knit it with the things, with the needles. You knit it, and then you don't like it. You stur it. Stur. Unknit. No. Stur. Untwist, untangle, unravel. Stur. Stur trikon, you made something with hands, right? With you knitted something, and then you stur. Engage, if you say shter, you drain the water. Example, drink. Oh, kashter, kashter ui. Kashter ui. Yes, I think I've heard that. My grandmother uses it. Kashter ui. Thank you. Kashter, katha, or katha as well, right? Atha ui, kashter ui. Yes. Here. Where is it? Trikon, yes. Shtur, Sielje, more used as an adjective. Eshsurur. Sielje shtur means very, not mean. Eshturur. Oh yeah, shturur. These are words that we don't use daily. That's why. Shtur. It's not libertine. It says here. No, shtur. A behavior which is not, it's not good for the society. What's the English word for it? I don't know. I'm not explaining it well. Stur, Celia Stur. It's not. It doesn't go. It's not cultural. Not cultural. It's not good for the culture of the. I cannot explain this one. Stur, Celia Stur. It's a behavior which is not accepted by the society or something like that. Behavior which is not. There is a word in English. I mean, this is the English translation. I have no idea. It's the debauchery, promiscuous behavior, a behavior which is not, that goes against the principles, the values of a society, right? Person can be shsurur, person is shsurur. Yeah. Shfru dufin. So shfru is doing this. That expression. That's to let. Yes, unacceptable is unacceptable demeanor. I think that's that word, demeanor. Let me see. Is it demeanor? I'm just checking Google because I don't use these words a lot. English, Albanian, Celia. But demeanor, it says only behavior here, right? So the way you behave, but in a bad way, shturur, or in a way which is not accepted by society. That's Celia shturur, right? Yeah, Celia shturur. Here. The next one, so free dufin, to let out all the what you are holding inside, like this. There is a word in English for sure for that. I don't know, but that's the word for it. Mlefin is the same. Mlefin, dufin, to let out what you were holding inside, right? It's not to breathe out. It's just, what is it? Shfru dufin, duf shfru, to exhaust, to blow out. No, to blow out the smoke. It's not correct. No. So it's this action, doing that. When you cannot stand someone, when you've had enough of a situation, of a person, you can say that shfru. There is a reflexive verb for it. Shfruhem. Pseshfruhesh. You can say pseshfruhesh. Why are you doing that? Pseshfruhesh. Mir. Let's go to the next one. Shfrudzoi munsin. To make you to use the opportunity you get, right? To make use of it. Shfrudzoi. Shfrudzoi burime, to make use of the resources you have. Shfrudzoi. It's not blow. Blow is fru. Without the sh, that is fru. Fru, chirind, to blow the candles. Shfru is just to let out all the worries, all the trouble, all the what you have been holding back. Shfru, like this. To exhaust, I don't know. Shfru. Yeah, shfrudzoi, to make use of something. Shfuchizoi legion means for the law to no longer be valid. Shfrudzoi legion, the law is no longer valid, so it's no longer valid. To dissolute, it says here. No, that's shthor. To abolish the law. Shfuchizoi legion. Or vendimin, a decision that was previously taken. Where was it? Shfuchizoi. Shfrenoi. So frenoi is the verb to stop in the car. Frenoi. Press the brakes. Freno. Shfrenoi passionin. Shfrenoi deshirat. To unleash. Shfrenoi. Yes, I think that, yeah, unleash. To unleash your passion, your desires, shfrenoi. But also shfrenoi makina, the literal meaning. Also, yeah, the frenoi, to stop. Shfrenoi would be the same. So literally means the same. Frenoi, to stop the car. Yeah, shput, to disconnect. Shkput. Kput, from the German word kaput. Kput means to pick flowers. Kput. And shkput means to disconnect. So shkput telefonaten, for the phone call to be disconnected. Shput lidien, for the connection to be disconnected. So ushput interneti, the internet was disconnected. Yeah. Ushput. Yeah. Shkëmbej para, to exchange money. Exchange. Shkëmbej mendime, or ide, to exchange your thoughts, opinions with someone. Shkëmbej. Shkëmbej dhurata, to exchange gifts, presents. Shkëmbej. Okay. Inappropriate. That was sjellje shturur. Inappropriate behavior. Inappropriate, which is not appropriate for a certain culture. Sjellje shturur. Okay. The next one, where is it? Shndroj. Shndroj, to transform. Shndroj. Shndroj shtëpinë. You transform the whole house. You make it new. Shndroj pamje, the view, the look. Shndroj. Shquhem. So quhem means to be called. Quhem elson. The shquhem means to be famous for, to be known for. So ai shquhet për trimëri. He is known for bravery. Shquhet. Shthurem. So it's used shthurem. It's similar like shthur, but it's a reflexive one now. So shthurem, it's used in the third. No, shthurem garden. No, it's a mistake. Shthur, it should be here. Gershetin, garden, yes. So shthurem means for you to have an appropriate behavior here. Shthurem, the reflexive form. Okay. Here, any questions here? I know they are difficult for me to translate. Kapus, it's not from German. Okay, it was wrong. I thought it was from German. In German, kaput, kapus. Can you tell me? Maybe from Latin? From kapit Latin? Okay. That's the prefix sh and spur. Mir, so how to memorize this? How to know what to put sh or ch or zh in front, right? There is a rule. It's a general rule. It could apply to almost all of them. If the word, the basic verb, starts with one of these letters, then the prefix in front should be a sh. If it starts with one of those four letters, the prefix should be a zh. If it starts with one of these letters, it should be a ch. Okay? So it depends the root verb, because verbs with the prefix, you can drop the prefix, the verb will still make sense if it's a long. If you add a prefix, then it changes the meaning. Now it depends what letter the verb starts. That's what letter you'll put in front as a prefix. It's a general rule. I've not encountered any exceptions, maybe. Okay? Here. Okay, so this lesson is about verbs with prefixes. It's the last lesson we're doing with verbs with prefixes. I don't know either what the next topic will be about. Are we going to talk more about prefixes? I don't know yet. I haven't prepared it yet. I have an Instagram page called Albanian Online. You can follow me there. I will all the the newest lessons, the upcoming lessons, everything, any announcements, I will be putting it there. So you can follow me on that side. And on YouTube as well, I'm currently offering these lessons once a month. Yes, we already had a lesson this June, the first Sunday of June, but only 2 students joined, and I wanted the lesson to be a bit longer. There is no longer Skype, so I can no longer hold a lesson on Skype where other people can join. That's why I'm doing YouTube. It's the first time I'm doing it since 6 years. The last one was 6 years that I did it like this on YouTube. Here, now another exercise. It's a bit more complicated. We'll do it together. If you're watching from YouTube, you can pause the video and try to solve it first by yourself. And you can leave the answers as comment section below. I'll try to correct it for you as well. Okay? First, the words are given there on top. Shfrytëzoj, to make use of something. You can write it down, take a screenshot, whatever. Shfrytëzoj, to make use of something. Shfrytëzoj. Shfrytëzoj pyllin, you make use of the forest for the wood, for example. Shfrytëzoj. Shfrytëzoj plazhin, the beach, etc. Zhdukem, to disappear. Çlodhem, to rest. Zhgënjej, to disappoint. Shpërqendrohem, to lose the concentration, to be distracted. Zhvishem, if it's reflexive, with e. Zhvishem, if it's active, with e. So it depends. I don't know now which form do we have in the exercise. Shpërngulem, to move out. Çrregulloj, to disorder, to bring it to disorder something. Çrregulloj. Dysregulate. Shpyllzoj, Yes, spulzoi is to remove the trees from the forest, to deforestate. Registrohem, the opposite of to sign up. So you deregister, you remove yourself from the list from somewhere where you signed up before. Sprndai mean to spread, to deliver, to share. Sprndai. Zvendosem, to move, is a synonym to sprngulem. Sperblay, to pay something back because they did something good or because they worked well for companies, etc. Shetsoi, to disturb, to bother someone. Sperdor, to misuse. Sperdor. So it's similar to Shfudzoi. Shfudzoi is more of a positive meaning. So you make use of it. You use it for something. And Sperdor is to misuse it. Yeah? Okay, let's do this together. We'll take it step by step. There might be many new words, but pay attention to the verbs with a prefix. That's the most important one. Pas eties gjat në mal, vendosa të something, pak këmbët buz lumit. So, pas eties gjat në mal, after a long walk in the mountain, I decided to something something my legs by the river shore, river bank. So I decided to do what? Vendosa të. The verb is qlodh, to rest. So not reflexive. Okay, because we have këmbët. Vendosa të qlodh pa këmbët buz lumit. I decided to rest my legs, my feet, my legs. So qlodh is the first one. Let's go to the second. I'll remove it so we don't have to deal with it. Okay. The next one is nga kursi gjuhës shqipe për shkak të mungesave të shumta. From the course of the Albanian language due to për shkak të, due to the absence, he wasn't present a lot, right? Mungesa is the absence. Mungesa, absence, yes. Privation, absence. So he something from the course of the Albanian language because he was missing the classes basically a lot. So can you guess? Do we have a way? I didn't pay that. So we need past simple. U registrua. Ai u registrua nga kursi gjuhës shqipe për shkak të mungesave të shumta. Okay, so registrohem, the opposite of to sign up. What's the English word? He was deregistered, it says here. Unregistered, I've heard that, unregistered. Registrohet, shumë mirë. It could be present as well. I registrohet, shumë mirë. It could be present. I put past simple, yeah. Registrohet, it could be present. Yeah. Stress, let me remove that. Stresi madh I something frymarrjen dhe undje. We need past simple in the whole sentence. Undje keq për pak minuta. So the big stress, something, the breathing, and she felt bad for a few minutes. Stresi madh I. So what was with the breathing, with the heartbeat? I çrregulloi. So each reguloi from frymarrjen means to dysregulate the breathing. So to have difficulties breathing. Correct, çrregulloi. So each reguloi frymarrjen dhe undje keq për disa minuta. Mirë, where is it? Çrregulloi, this one here. Let's go to the next one. Ajo u ngrit herët në mëngjes dhe pastaj më pas something pa zhurmë në dhomën tjetër. This one actually could be several, maybe, no, maybe. Yeah, it could be two of them. So she woke up early in the morning and then something without noise in the other room. Dhe më pas, it could be several, yeah. Më pas u zhvesh, she got undressed. Or u zhvendos. So she moved herself to the other room. Okay, it could be both. Shpergulloi, what's shpergulloi? Shpergull is to really move the house, to move the location, right? Zhvendosem is to be displaced, to go to another part of the house, zhvendosem, but shpergullin is actually to really move the house. So ushvesh. Yeah, let's go with that one. Ushvesh. Yeah. The next one. I gjithë me qëndrimin e tij. So ai I something të gjithë me qëndrimin e tij. He, everyone with his attitude. Qëndrimin e tij with his attitude. He did something to everyone with his attitude. Ai I zhgënjeu. He disappointed everyone with his attitude. Ai I zhgënjeu të gjithë me qëndrimin e tij. He disappointed everyone with his attitude. Number 6, kam vendosur të something në një qytet tjetër për një jetë më të qetë. I've decided to something to another city for a better life, for a calmer life. Kam vendosur të shpërngulem. I've decided to move to another city for a better life. Të shpërngulem. Number 7, ushtri për të pushuar në plazh. He laid down to rest at the beach. Ai there we can put ai u zhvesh. So there it makes more sense. Here. Ai u zhvesh dhe ushtri. He undressed himself. It doesn't mean to get naked necessarily, just to remove the clothes. Ai u zhvesh dhe ushtri për të pushuar në plazh. The next one, punojnësi më I mirë I vitit do të something financiarisht. The best worker, the best employee of the year will be something financially. Will be sorry, I'm in the wrong place. Do të shpërblehet, will be rewarded. Shpërblehet. Shpërblehet. Will be rewarded financially. Let's go to the next one. Organizata do të ushqim për fëmijët në nevojë gjatë dimrit. So the organization will food for the families in need during winter. Do të shpërndaj, deliver, give out food, deliver, do të shpërndaj ushqim për fëmijët në nevojë gjatë dimrit. When it comes to the tenses, we have talked about all these tenses in the previous lessons. Okay, make sure you watch them before. I know it's difficult. Yeah. Welcome to the Albanian language. Just remember why you're learning it. Is it worth it? Then keep learning it. Mirë. Zyrtari e something detyrën që kishte të tani përballet me drejtësinë. It can be anyone. Punojnësi, let's say punojnësi. It could be a name of a person. So the employee, the person who was working, etc., he detyrën. Shpërndaj, we used it? Okay. Detyrën. We say e shpërdori. You can also say shpërdoroj. So, e shpërdori detyrën. Shpërdor detyrën means to not do your job correctly. Shpërdor detyrën. Okay? Thank you for watching from YouTube. I appreciate it. Thank you for the messages as well. Number 11. So shpërdor means to not do something correctly. Sëmundja u me shpejtësinë të gjithë zonën. None of them. So it is shpërndaj as well, because none of these will match. So the disease spread very quickly in the whole area. Sëmundja u shpërnda me shpejtësinë të gjithë zonën. U shpërnda. The next one. Pas shumë vitesh në këtë vend, u detyrua të, nga qendri kishte rritur, u detyrua të shpërngulet. It could also be she decided to disappear. It could also be that. U detyrua të zhduket. But let's not be that dramatic. U detyrua të shpërngulet. Të zhvendoset. Yeah, it could be any of these. Something gjatë mësimit më duhet të lexoj pjesën përsëri nga fillimi. When during the lesson I have to read everything from the beginning. Kur Shpërqendrohem. When I get distracted during the lesson. Shpërqendrohem. Disa kompani something malet për qëllime ndërtimi. Some companies, some firms are the mountains for purpose of construction, for construction purposes. They are doing what to the mountain? They are po, it could be two. Po shfrytëzojnë, they are making use of the mountain, or po shpyllëzojnë, they are using the mountain. They are deforesting the mountains in order to build there. Okay? Shpyllëzoj or shfrytëzoj, it could be both. Here. Let's go to the next one. There's one more, I think. Mos something printed Mos I, not A, I. Mos I shqetëso. Printer it. Don't, let's remove the rest. It's not used a lot that way. Mos I shqetëso printed, don't bother your parents. Mos I shqetëso. To bother someone, to annoy someone. Let's see what's the last one now. 1 second. Ajo di të çdo mundësi që mësuar gjëra të reja. Mundësi, opportunity. Which one was with mundësi? Shfrytëzoj, to make use of. Ajo di të shfrytëzoj çdo mundësi që I jepet për të mësuar gjëra të reja. She knows how to make use of any opportunity she gets to learn new things. Okay, I know the exercise is difficult. Write down the fixed expressions, the verbs with prepositions. Yeah, it just takes practice. Okay. Here. So those were the verbs. Let me 1 second here. As I said, I don't know yet when the next lesson will be on my Instagram, YouTube. It should be on the social media everywhere. I organize these lessons once a month, and the reason is because there is hardly any information out there to learn Albanian language, or at least any correct information, I would say. If you want to watch any of the previous lessons, make sure you check out my YouTube channel. All the lessons are there since 11 years ago. I would appreciate if you can donate to my YouTube channel, or donate anywhere you can, and or if you want to book any private lessons, I'm available as well. That's all about verbs with prefixes. Verbs with prefixes are very common in English as well, and in German, right? In the future, there will also be a lesson with verbs with prepositions as well, right? There are also that adjectives with prepositions. If there is any topic you want me to write about, to prepare about, any topic you have difficulties, please let me know, but it should not be a topic we have already talked about. I welcome any suggestions, any questions. I appreciate your presence today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you like the lessons. If yes, please click like and subscribe on my YouTube channel not to miss any of the other future lessons. Okay? So that was today's lesson. Faleminderit shumë. Miru pafshim, ju përshëndes dhe do të shihemi ose do të dëgjojemi, do të shkruhemi në mësimin tjetër. Mirë. Miru pafshim. So where do I end the call? Oh my gosh, I haven't been on Google, on YouTube for a very long time. Let me see. Anyone knows? Let me see, where is it? Oh, the end stream here. Okay, here. Edhe një minut. By the way, I got that. Where is it? Here. I got it from YouTube. I think when it reached around 5,000, when I reached 5,000 subscribers, they sent me that present. It's a lamp. If you touch it, it glows. It's the YouTube logo. And we are almost at 10,000 subscribers. Almost there, 9,800 or something. Let me see. View channel. 9,800. 9,800 subscribers, yes. I'm sorry you couldn't join to the lesson like last time. I don't think that will be possible, at least at the moment. I will be continuing the lessons on YouTube, just like now. The comment section is there. As I said, you can ask questions anytime there. Okay. Nancy, faleminderit, edhe no name either. Faleminderit, thank you for joining as well. Faleminderit shumë.